Why you should not underestimate Toyota. When it comes to electric vehicles, it can be extremely hard to figure Toyota out. 6 months ago, it was putting on a huge show of force in Japan to demonstrate how it was racing to catch up to rivals like Tesla and China's electric automakers. A few months after that, it was spiking the football over hybrid sales, still touting hydrogen and openly projecting EVs will only make up 30% of the market someday. Not to mention all those years of lobbying against EVs. In my mind, what matters is what's happening behind the scenes and what Toyota will hopefully take to market eventually, starting with the 2026 model year for Lexus. Because I don't think Toyota is taking this lying down as much as people think, and the buyout of a Panasonic joint venture helps us understand why. That kicks off this Hump Day edition of Critical Materials. Toyota takes full ownership of longtime Panasonic joint venture. I never realized this until I went to Japan for a work trip and saw it for myself, but the scope of Toyota can be hard to fathom. It's not a car company, so much as it is cars. It has a vast network of suppliers and subsidiaries it not only works with but in many cases owns or partially owns. Not to mention its share of ownership in Mazda and Subaru. It is a considerably more vertically integrated car company than many others, which is a huge advantage both Tesla and the Chinese automakers have. Among other things, it helps you move fast and pivot quickly if needed. This helps explain why Toyota is buying out partner Panasonic's share in their long-running joint venture, Primarth EV Energy Co., which is a Japanese battery manufacturer. This news comes to us today from Automotive News, which reminds us that the company abbreviated as PEVE has been at this since the early days of the Prius. The move comes as PEVE, one of Toyota's earliest suppliers of batteries for hybrid vehicles including the Prius, gears up to start producing batteries for full electric vehicles in Japan. Toyota traditionally likes close oversight if not outright control over key components. Bringing PEVE fully in-house allows more flexibility in deciding output levels, cost, and battery technology. PEVE, which was established in 1996 as a 40-60 joint venture between Toyota and Panasonic, has focused only on power packs for standard and plug-in hybrids. From 2026, it will start making batteries for EVs at a new factory in its Kosei battery hub in Shizuoka Prefecture, between Nagoya and Tokyo. The new Arai battery plant, PEVE's fourth, opens this year. It will first make hybrid batteries and then add plug-in hybrid and BEV batteries. We wanted PEVE to take on the manufacturing of a wider range of electric vehicle batteries, a Toyota spokesman said. With this major change, we also considered the capital structure. How Toyota spends its money is, to me, often more telling than just what it says in public. It may have the size, scale, and scope to sort of take its time on EVs, but the world's largest automaker isn't stupid. Japan's automakers are still in crisis mode over the rise of China, and Hyundai Kia's newfound EV juggernaut status has them all spooked as well. As that Automotive News story notes, it aims to sell 3.5 million EVs globally by 2030, about twice what Tesla did last year, for context. Sure, it can be frustrating to be an EV fan and also a Toyota fan these days. But I don't think it's wise to count that company out entirely. Source: reposted and summarized from Patrick George at InsideEvs.